And I will say allegedly, his dad scares me a little.
Okay.
I don't know if you know, like,
I don't know anything
his
about his
dad.
dad, but I know his dad was in the military, apparently. That's what Tectone says.
And his dad also went to jail, allegedly, for, I would say allegedly because it's what they told me,
Okay.
for sexually assaulting a fellow female officer.
Oh, well, that's not
But
good.
he won't ever talk about that, obviously.
Hello, YouTube. When I say this video is about to get real spicy real quick, let me just start off and say, I think Tectone has tokenized his father. I stand by the video that I made previously about to try not to correlate between father and child. That one is a standalone video. But someone's own actions, well, that speaks for themselves, doesn't it? And I believe Tectone saw the success of Asmongold and all the other people that used their father to help him. And here's how I'm going to prove it. Timeline matters. When you tell a lie, it's hard to keep track of the real timeline, okay? Because the truth will always reveal what the reality is. My father was diagnosed with cancer 2 weeks ago, September 4th, 2024. He's my best friend and been my role model my entire life. Through all of my ups and downs, he's been my hero my whole entire life. I'm attempting to stay strong and keep it together, but man, it's very hard to remain consistent, job and emotional wise. Just wanted to take a moment and ask you for all your support for him and your prayers. My dad is the fucking man, and I know he'll beat this, but it's scary. I love you, Dad, very much, and thank you for being there whenever I need you. Please allow me some time to take it easy. I won't be going anywhere, and streams and content will continue at the same slower pace as I have been these past couple weeks. Sorry about any immature action or dumb shit I stay on stream. Just kind of a mess right now, not going to lie. And thank you to everyone for being there for me when I need y'all. Haven't really talked to anyone about this, so I know this might catch some of you all by surprise, but I'm okay. Just sad. Love you guys. Love you, Dad. And there's his father. Just so you know, this tweet was shortly after the pink allegations were laid upon him. And every time there's an allegation, every time there's some drama, every time there's some controversy, Tectone always finds a way to change the narrative, to spin it. And I'm thinking, maybe this time, with Hassan, he's spinning it as well. Fast forward.
He told me that he has cancer. And he doesn't think that he has much time left. And so, due to that, which was about 3 or so years ago.
3 or so years ago. 2024? 7, 8 months ago? 9 months ago? Oh, let's see, 8 months ago? My father was diagnosed with cancer 2 weeks ago. 9 months ago?
And so, due to that, which was about 3 or so years ago.
I am going to go and say something that might be too much of a inference. Imagine a world where Hassan comes out and says and talks about Tectone's father. Tectone scrambles because he knows how the online, world works. And he's like, okay, how am I going to do this? How am I going to connect these dots? How am I going to make this look better than I am? Obviously, I got to cry. I've already made that video yesterday about crying on stream. He calls everybody else who cries weak and that they are not cut out to stream. So they should cancel themselves. He's going to definitely cry. That's playbook number 1. Show emotions. Also, say the only reason he actually got back into his father's good graces is because he had cancer. Because he basically, is going to co-op the actual real diagnosis of his father, potentially. Now, if you believe anything Tectone says about his father having cancer. And if you remember, Hassan, that correlation with his father, Tectone responded saying, I can't believe you do that. My dad is a cancer-ridden survivor, blah, 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 blah. Right? Obviously, cancer is the forefront. All these little catchphrases and words that are sympathetic. And then if you look here on this video,
You could do it. Your father went to jail for the same.
I want to show you back here. He's in his house. Timeline wise, this means it's past October, December timeframe. It's very important. This was only, at the very least, 9 months ago.
Rape shit. Oh, really? Wait, tell me more, man. Tell me more. What else? Who'd my dad rape? Oh, by the way, Jonas at St. Thomas, I deal with people like this on a daily basis, by the way.
Oh, I know.
Yep.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yep. Who? 5 women in the military accuse your father of rape. Really? That's crazy. You think so? What else? You want to talk about my dead granddad too? That's the part where we usually go. We usually go from the dad and then we bring up the dead grandfather. Do we want to talk about my grandfather too or no? That's why he went to jail discussing Phil. Really, man? That's interesting. How do you know so much? How are you so all-knowing, man? Tell me.
I want to highlight the fact that this is what Tectone does to every chatter that's ever been in his channel whenever they've talked about something. And I know it's not an easy transition to go from content or to talk to Genocide or Saint Tontos and then have to talk or speak about your allegations about your father. He didn't have to reply to this chatter. He did so because he knew that somebody saw this, thought that they would believe it, and so therefore he's using it to clown on this person, to suggest that none of it's real, to, again, manipulate his community. How deep does this actually go? Well, guess what? Tectone's father has been used in the community for a while now, and this is his message that he had on Twitter.
Hey, what's up, motherfuckers? I'm gonna tell you what's happening on 14 December, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. Pay attention. Don't mess this up. Tectone's World Championship $10,000 grand prize beer bong smash tournament. If you don't know how to get in, look it up. That's my baby son, and I don't get to see him because he works so goddamn hard. So help him make some money so his dad can hang out with him. Hey, what's up, mother...
Much like Asmongold, who uses his father, probably not a token in this case, Tectone also uses his father on streams. I think it is too many coincidences to suggest that this is not being used in a malicious way. When I said that family doesn't have any correlation with children, I meant it, although I can. And then I also said that Tectone's own actions, own behaviors, are enough to criticize him. This is what I mean. His tactics, his manipulation, all these things go hand in hand in hand. And even including this, which was an interview that I conducted in December. And for those who think that I didn't know about these allegations beforehand, I did.
And I will say allegedly, his dad scares me a little.
Okay.
I don't know if you know, like...
I don't know anything about his dad, but I know his dad was in the military, apparently. That's what Tectone says.
And his dad also went to jail, allegedly, for... I would say allegedly because it's what they told me.
Okay.
For sexually assaulting a fellow female officer.
Oh, well, that's not good.
But he won't ever talk about that, obviously.
And I'll be honest, a lot of times, and this is not like, and take everything I say with a grain of salt. A lot of times when you have someone that is exhibiting characteristics of abuse like Tectone, it comes from your parents a lot of times. So
oh man, you think the way he talks about women is bad?
I can only imagine.
Dad.
And he, I remember him saying one time,
like calls Middle Eastern people sand N-words, talks about how funny it is that women were getting that got raped in Vietnam. Like this guy is like he's a character. I don't know how else to explain his dad. He's different. That is for sure.
Yeah, and he said that it's not weird that his dad hangs out with 20-year-olds that are part of Tectone's community. He's like, there's nothing weird about that. I'm like, well, no, not necessarily. Obviously, there's plenty of people that hang out with Gramps of all ages, whatever.
Well, he hangs
but
out with them because he buys weed and from
Yeah, and he might.
Oh,
But if he has a
that's
history of sexual abuse, you may hang out with him for the possible access to other people as well. You never know what people's motives and agendas are, and you have to always look at say, well, why would somebody hang out with somebody like that? And like you said, maybe it's just for drugs. Maybe that's all it is for. But when there's drugs, there's usually what? Sex. It's usually they go hand in hand.
Again, did not want to bring that up. I have many sections of this, many more interviews with different people as well. My investigation, my understanding is comprehensive. And I still, even now, am adamant. Just because you grew up in a family and you're predisposed to something does not make you that person. You can change, you can be different. The question is Tectone? No. Not if he's going to tokenize his father. My name is Bazookas. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.